Welcome back to the 9th Gym program, and today we are doing some more team building and battling the first one of Series 8, so get yourself ready. We're going to be making some cool spreads, we're going to be making some cool stuff. Let's get into it. So, today I'm going to start off with Kyogre Kartana. That's why I was going to say Kyarter. This guy and this guy. Kyogre and Kartana is going to be the initial synergy that we go for. We have Drizzle, which is cool. It summons Rain Dance, and then we also have Kartana, which has a big 4x weakness, which is halved by the rain. So that's pretty cool. So that's kind of what we're going to be going for here. So this is going to be a pretty basic build. I don't really want to rebuild this guy so far, so this is what we're just going to go with. Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. So we'll go Leaf Blade, Smart Strike, and then we'll have Aerial Ace, and what's the last move? Sacred Sword. It'll be pretty good. And then here we'll go, this does unfortunately have to be timid. Whoa. Jolly. Thank you. And we have to get to 168. And then we're going to go into special defense the entire way. And the rest into bulk. Just general bulk there with the 68. We could even -4 there and then go 4 into here and 4 into here. Maybe a little bit more technical of a spread just to make it look a little neater. We'll do it. We'll leave it at this though for now. So we have Kartana and Kyogre. We're most likely going to be Dynamaxing this guy the majority of the time. A lot of the time we'll set up Kyogre and Kartana next to each other and it'll be a good time. We'll have Choice Scarf here for this guy for our Water Spouts to be unreal. So we'll have Choice Scarf, Water Spout, we'll go Origin Pulse, and we'll go just 4 moves. So we'll have Thunder and Ice Beam. So that's going to be the main name of the game. You like that? Triple rhyme. And be as fast as possible. So this is pretty much what we were expecting out of Series 8 thus far. Just like right off the bat, it was going to be Kyogre, maybe Kartana, maybe like a Ludicolo, or even like a Kingdra kind of thing. That could be good. Maybe we'll go Kingdra as well. Kyogre, Kingdra could be good. And then have like in the back Raichu for that. And then something that easily deals with Rillaboom. Kartana does a really good job against Rillaboom though. Due to that Aerial Ace turning into a max Airstream, as well as it's just immense physical bulk, in Rillaboom's inability to hit this Pokemon super effectively, which is pretty good. So Kyogre Kartana is a really strong synergy. Maybe Kingdra, although Kingdra doesn't even have that weakness to Electric, so we don't even really need that for Raichu to be honest. But I'll probably still use it, and then we could use something like Moltres, Galar Moltres, and another Pokemon. With a restricted format, only having one restricted Pokemon, it makes me really want to bring Kyogre like 100% of the time. So I would like another in the back synergy that Kyogre can like kind of be good with. So I don't know what that really would entail, but Moltres can also completely obliterate Rillaboom. So that's another really good synergy there with the Raichu for the Kyogre as well. This could be like a Salt Vest, or no, we already have a Salt Vest here. So this will just be Focus Sash. Pretty basic stuff here. Focus Sash, Lightning Rod, we'll go Nuzzle, Volt Switch, hit into our own Moltres, which is good. For Weakness Policy, this will be Weakness Policy, so we'll do that. Kingdra, this will probably be Life Orb, and this is a maybe. This is a maybe, like if it even stays on the team, you know what I mean? And yeah, then we'll have Moltres as well. What is our team even weak to at this point? We have a good answer for Rillaboom. We have a good answer for like Regieleki or other electric type Pokemon. I'm not too worried about Zacian. Could be a bit of a problem, but Kartana deals with Zacian pretty well because it just resists all of its attacks. So I'm not too worried there. Dynamax Behemoth Blade will still do a lot of damage though. So let's go ahead and check that out. Yeah, I'm really worried about this guy. Okay, this is non-Dynamaxed. Oh wait, this Dynamax damage is the same. What a goober. Anyway, 29 to 35 damage isn't like that bad, so I'm not really worried about that. Raichu will be able to do some good damage against the Lapras. Zacian Lapras is something that we're going to be seeing a lot this format, it seems like. So, yeah, it's not bad. We'll have Kartana Kyogre. That deals with the Lapras lead pretty well as well, being able to just like max Steel Spikes while, or max, honestly, either into it is pretty good. I would like something like Lando at the end, but we do have a couple of weaknesses to the ice and like the like here, but then also dry. What's that? Wait, what's that move? Dry freeze? Freeze dry. Freeze dry. Dry freeze? So yeah, that might be kind of bad actually against our team. So maybe Kingdra is gone. Like I don't even really care about it too much. Kyogre Kartana is kind of the main synergy that I wanted. Swift Swim's not bad, but we don't really need it, right? Because this is something that wants to Dynamax anyway. And we already have 2 really good Dynamax targets, maybe 3 potentially with Lando. And I kind of want to put Life Orb on the Lando, actually, as well. Life Orb, Intimidate, big punching man. And then a bulky backbone boy, probably like Amoonguss could be good. I don't really mind that. I feel like that might be good. Gives us a little bit more, reasoning for a Trick Room matchup to even be okay. I'm not married to Raichu Moltres. I kind of want to get rid of him. I kind of feel like Kyogre, Kartana, Lando, and Amoonguss is pretty good. We could even go for like a Trick Room mode on the end with Amoonguss, but Kyogre didn't really like that, so I don't really want to. And like I said, in a restricted format where you only have 1 restricted Pokemon, I do want to be bringing Kartana or Kyogre 100% of the time. That's kind of how I'm feeling. So Kyogre, Kartana, I wouldn't mind having like Incineroar as like for fire coverage that like doesn't need to just do damage with fire attacks. It's probably not bad. Double Intimidate is not really overkill in this restricted format that we're moving into as well, because just everything is so offensive. Let's go take a look at Pikalytics and see how people are doing in Series 8 preview so far. Tornadus is another Pokemon that I probably think should land on this team, which would be good, but we would be hugely weak to Ice at that point, in which Amoonguss might not be as good as Tornadus. Like, if we're going for, although... yeah, I think that's fine. All right, so I'm probably going to go for that, because then we do have 2 weaknesses to Ice, but that's okay. We can get rid of those. 2 weaknesses to Electric, which is a little bad, but that is really rough. Actually, Electro Web, Regieleki Electro Web lead would be pretty real. Pretty real. Then we kind of want to bring Raichu back to have that for Electro Web. I don't mind that. I don't think that's bad. And then we have Focus Sash everywhere, though. This would just be Citrus Berry at that point. I don't hate it. We have Fake Out then as well. I don't hate it. I don't love it, though, because Raichu doesn't deal with Rillaboom. Kartana does. So if they lead like Kartana, Regieleki, Rillaboom, Regieleki, that could be pretty rough. No, Kartana can deal with both those pretty well. And then we can just shoot out some max airstreams. I don't mind that. I feel like that's okay. I wouldn't mind getting screens on this team. I wouldn't mind a Grimmsnarl. We might as well make it the G-Max. It doesn't really matter. Grimmsnarl, G-Max. Prankster will have screens. We could even have Fake Out here, but I don't really think we need that. What are we weak to then? Well, we have good coverage for the Fairy typing. That is really good. Ice against us is pretty big. Kartana's good for it, but still Lapras seems like it's really, really strong against this team. So I wouldn't mind changing some things. Maybe we don't need the Tailwind, because standard Kyogre Torn is pretty predictable, and then we can get rid of Raichu as well. So Kartana, Kyogre, Lando, T, and Grimmsnarl is kind of our base for this team, after some narrowing down options. I wouldn't mind... you know what? Alright, so what can we do against this Regieleki lead? This Regieleki lead is really strong. We could go... Lando's Earthquakes don't do much into these. I wouldn't mind an actual flyer. Maybe like Celesteela. But then we're still playing into that electric type weakness really, really hardly. Hardly. That's not a word. Really good. Like, it would be really powerful. So like Prankster, both screens. We'll go Spirit Break and either Protect or Taunt. Probably Taunt. Just so we can stop Trick Room at the source, because this does not want Trick Room. Let's fill out Lando. Life Orb is probably good. Life Orb is probably pretty solid on the team. So that's what we're going to go for. We're going to go for moves here. We're going to go Earthquake, Fly, Rock Slide, and Protect. We don't need U-Turn. It's fine. Physical attack and speed all the way. I don't think we really need to worry about anything else here. And Jolly as well. Leaning into our speed category very, very heavily. Grimmsnarl calcs. Do we need to recalc this guy? Can Zacian just break this guy immediately? Because that might be a bit difficult of a matchup. It can. Can we live? That's Dynamaxed? Oh, that doesn't matter anyway. Reflect. We can EV this thing out to live. Okay, 100. 100 defense. So we'll have 100 defense and 252 HP. Makes it so that we live this through Reflect. So that can definitely improve that matchup a whole lot. Maybe like Rillaboom Zacian would be an insane lead against me. But Kartana deals with that lead pretty well as well. So I don't really mind that. I think that's okay. So we go 252 HP, 100 defense, and then the rest in like special defense. And I think that's fine. This gives us a good, like, this is good. I feel like this is really solid. Could also have chosen Regieleki instead of the Grimmsnarl for screens, but I kind of feel good about the Grimmsnarl, because I also really like the option of Taunt. Although Electro Web would have been good as well. So what else are we looking to beat, right? We have a good game plan for the Regieleki is still going to be a kind of difficult lead to pick apart. Because we have Lando. That might be like a Lando lead. If they don't lead Incineroar or Lando, like their own Intimidate into it. Although they would probably see that and then hit into this. Maybe we could do like a weird coaching thing, right? Like a weird coaching thing into Kartana / Lando. I do kind of want some backbone though, right? I kind of want some defensive backbone. Tapu Fini's not a bad option. We won't be able to get burned as Kartana, which is pretty good. Tapu Fini seems okay, but then we're really weak to this Rillaboom, which I just don't really want to deal with, right? Like Lando and Kartana have a good matchup against Rillaboom, for the most part. I mean, Lando's is like okay. They're both medium. What else do we need? Indeedee Mewtwo is kind of cool. Zacian is strong, but we do have a bit of an outplay. We can Sacred Sword into it, which is pretty solid. Or Max Knuckle. Actually, how much damage does that do? What? This thing's annoying. I wouldn't mind having something that deals with Zacian well, because it's only doing 19 to 20%. And maybe if we like max Steel Spike down the other Pokemon, I wouldn't be a bad matchup. How much does Water Spout do? Probably not a lot. Water Spouts. Oh, whoa. That's a lot of damage. All right, Kyogre Kartana seems really good into that lead as well. I would not mind switching into Regieleki. That way we can deal with Galar instead. Yo, I'm not against this. I'm not against a Regieleki like choice specs or something Regieleki. We have no protect though. Like I would probably go Magnet prior to going to choice specs. So we'll go with this. So we'll go Thunderbolt, definitely. Electro Web, definitely. Because we're gonna forego bulk in favor of just going all in here to attack. And that means we kind of need to go all in, all in to speed. Thunderbolt, Electro Web, Protect is the last move. Eerie Impulse seems good. All right, we'll go with that. Eerie Impulse and then Protect. I think that's fine. Because this is gonna be weird, but like, I don't really need another attack because like that's our attack, that's our speed control, and then this is just a move that I want. As long as it has Protect on it as the last move. The last Pokemon I have needs Protect, and it needs to be a defensive backbone Pokemon because Grimmsnarl allows us to play pretty offensively with screens for the whole game, but I wouldn't mind another bulky Pokemon. Amoonguss could be good, right? Because Ice is only strong against Lando already, so I'm not mad at that, and we have a really good fire matchup then as well. I wouldn't mind Amoonguss. We'll try Amoonguss. I think that's good, and we'll go Koba. Regenerator, and then so Koba Berry, Regenerator. Let's go Spore, Rage Powder, Pollen Puff wouldn't be bad. Do I want that or a damaging move? I really want a fire coverage move here anywhere, but I guess we deal with Grass really well anyway, and Ice pretty well anyway with Rock Slide and Fighting move on Kartana. Lapras could definitely be a difficult matchup, that's for sure. But Regieleki's fast, and I think like Regieleki and like Grimmsnarl could be a good lead there. Maybe. Like into Zacian, Lapras. I don't think Lapras usually opens with Zacian though. But that's okay. I think this will be good. And we're just gonna go like this for now. I don't feel like building a spread for this guy. Maybe I should, but I'm not gonna. And actually, should I make this guy 0 speed? We're gonna be getting rid of that the entire game. So I'm just not gonna. We're gonna be normal speed here. After like an Airstream or two with these guys, this guy could actually just be like outspeeding things with Spore. That could be good. So we're gonna go for that. Like after 2 Airstreams, this guy goes to 100 speed and outspeeds base Kyogre or Groudon that are min speed, or min speed Dialga, which I've been seeing a lot of Dialga in Series 8 preview. Okay, so this is what we're gonna go with. It's not bad. I think it's good. I think it's cool. So that's what we're gonna go with for today, for the actual battle. Okay, so we got a similar team for the most part here. So Incineroar is good against the team. Kartana and Lando don't really like that. Regieleki lead seems pretty prevalent against us. Maybe like Meta Torn as well could be a really good lead against us. Actually, I'm not really playing for Meta right now. Meta Gross seems pretty gross. Could go for like Amoonguss, right? Just play Amoonguss into it. But if he taunts it, then that's pretty bad. Kyogre's doing a lot of damage. We could just go Kyogre Kartana lead. But then if he goes his own Torn and Kyogre, it's going to do a lot of damage. So Screens looks pretty good. And honestly, Regieleki looks really good against a lot of his team. And then go for a late game. A late game Kyogre Kartana Max. Or Lando. actually what seems better here. I don't think we're too worried about the Incineroar like actually dealing damage. We're gonna go Lando instead. I think that's right for the late game. So he goes for standard Kyogre Torn, which makes sense. We'll get some screens up right off the bat. He'll probably taunt. He can't taunt my Grimmsnarl, so I'm not worried. So like he's probably just gonna go right in for Water Spout, which actually probably kills Regieleki through screen. Probably. So we can get Light Screen up and Eerie Impulse, the Kyogre. But I think we have to protect this turn. So we're going to go for protect. We'll see the... Okay, so he protects his Kyogre as well. So he gets Tailwind up. So that was pretty rough. But the Eerie Impulse, the other play, wouldn't have been any better. So I'm not really too worried about it. We'll Spirit Break the Kyogre. And I'd really wish I could protect this turn. But I can't. So we could switch into Kyogre. But I just don't foresee the Tailwind, like... Well, he protected, so it's not Choice Scarf. So it's actually just base. 156 times 2... Still not outspeeding. I could max and go for it. We'll max lightning into it. I think this is the play. I think this seems like the better play. It seems weird, but I think it. And I had speeds off. That thing is not actually doing damage. Okay, so I think the max on. All right, well he quit. So that it was the right play to max that there. Where was the speed tier? So listen. So if it was max speed, it was 156 times 2, which is 320 something. Quick math, 332. Regieleki is 277 speed, so that thing had no speed. Wait, am I dumb? That was not 300. Yeah, it is. 156 times 2 is 312. Yeah. No, I think I played safe. I think I played the safe route, and I think it was better to play the safe route. All right. Well, we'll play another game. I mean, that wasn't much of a game. It was more like 2 turns, but still, I think I played those 2 turns correctly. All right, so we got Regigigas Wheezing, which I did not prepare for. Max Ground can be good from Lando into that. And then he also has Drought, Venusaur, Groudon, Venusaur. So that could be rough. And then Urshifu Regieleki is a really, really safe, solid pick in the back. So you can go multiple ways. However, Kyogre deals with the lead of Wheezing Regigigas pretty well, I think. Does it get any coverage? Does it get Thunder Punch? It gets Thunder Punch. Okay. Is it using it? Probably. Probably is using it. You could go Amoonguss. Regigigas probably can take out Amoonguss. It would have to be Focus Sash. Maybe I should have gone Focus Sash instead of Koba. That could be a change that we make. I still think Kyogre Kartana looks pretty good here. Kyogre and something like Grimmsnarl, maybe? We wouldn't get priority screens, though. So maybe Regieleki is best, actually. Regieleki Kyogre lead. I think that does pretty good here. And then we can just go for a Protect Water Spout. I don't mind that. And then have Uber Power in the back. Kartana Lando. Whatever the actual play is at the end is what we switch into. Okay, so he calls out the lead, and he goes Urshifu Regieleki instead. So that's, like, fine for both of us, I think. Kyogre's doing an insane amount of damage. His Regieleki is still getting there on the Kyogre, though. So we could Eerie Impulse his Regieleki. I think that's what I'm going to go for. Oh, we don't have Protect. Switch to Lando. Electro Web switch to Lando. I don't mind that. Let's see if he just goes for the Thunderbolt into the Regi. Okay, cool. Or into the Lando is what I meant to say. Urshifu does 50%, which is really, really good here. And Wicked Blow does take out Regieleki, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. I think we're in a pretty good position now. Kyogre is now outspeeding the Regieleki. And we can just go for a Water Spout Protect. Water Spout Protect looks really good. You like this club music? I don't even know if you can hear that the music that loudly. Alright, Water Spout's too good. Well, let's see what his back is. Groudon and Venusaur. So we're definitely going to change out to switch the weather. I don't want that in here. Water Spout's doing a big nothing here. So we'll switch to Kartana, and I think we just max Lando. I think it looks like a better time for Lando. Because Groudon's Fire Punch is going to be might against... Actually, it's not that big against Kartana after double half speed. We can Rock Slide. Let Lando die. Double Protect or Rock Slide? Well... Yeah, we'll go for it. Okay, so Kartana, I think... Oh! I picked it wrong. I picked it very wrong. He's Sleep Powdered, though, so we get a free turn. Groudon, are you going to kill the Lando? Okay, Max Flares into Lando. That's okay. Now we bring back in our crazy lead. And now we're looking very, very good. So now we have Airstream into the Venusaur. Do I even care about Airstream into Venusaur? Would I rather go for Overgrowth into Groudon? Yes. And we'll go for Water Spout. Yeah, I like that play. I like this play a lot. Yeah, I like that play a lot. How did Venusaur live perfectly? Crazy. But it's done. The deed has been done. What you got? Sleep powder on Ogre? That's fine. That's more than fine. Yeah, there's no winning. Okay, cool. Cool. Channel my inner Abid. Cool. All right, so that went pretty well. I do want to play one more game. So let's play one more game and not lose. Because if I lose, then I'll look not as strong of a player. All right, so let's do it. So we got Indeedee. Weird. Indeedee's weird here. It doesn't really seem like it does it. All right. You know what? It wasn't meant to be. This player is very tired of the Kyogre mirror. So I'm going to end the video. Just to show off my presence alone was enough for my opponent to quit. So we're moving on. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Go down into the comment section and tell me, what do you think of Kyogre? Kartana Kyogre? Is it good? Is it bad? Have you tried it yet? Have you played against it and been like, wow, it's pretty good? I think it's good. What are you excited to play in restricted format? What do you want to see next? Say all those things in the description down below. Goodbye.